Okay, so what I'm going to do here is show you how to use Spam Assassin on your hosting control panel. So what you see here is I've got an email address on this page. Now, one of the plugins which I put on most websites is called Email Encoder. If you don't have it in your plugins area, what you'll have to do is download it and put it in. What this does is, if I go back to here, so I need to log into this. What it does is where is it? Yeah, email address encoder. All right. So what that does is that kind of hides this from like bots scraping the email address and sending you spam. However, it's not 100% foolproof, and people can always just visit that page, grab that, and then put you in a spam list. So if you put an email anywhere on a web page, it can get scraped. All right. So what's been happening for me, for example, if I look in here, I've been getting this email message from somebody saying that my password has been hacked to seb@bhaktimarga.ie, and this is clearly just spam, someone trying to get me to pay them bitcoins, otherwise they're going to, destroy all of my, digital assets in the cloud and on my local computer, which is rubbish. So what you can do to kind of counteract this, if you are using unhidden email addresses, is that you use something called Spam Assassin in your hosting control panel. So I'll go down to my control panel. So this is what most of my customers or the people using my server will see when they log into their control panel. Now you've got email here. Now you've got email filters, you've got global email filters. You can actually do it per account. So if you come to seb@bhaktimarga, you can I think is it manage? Can you put filters in there? Probably not. I think it's, you have to go back and put in email filters. Yeah, and then you put in the filters for that particular email account. Now, this other one here is not being affected because it's not live anywhere on any page, so it can't get scraped. So what I could do if I wanted to is that I could do global email filters, and then I can put in filters in here. So I'll just do a couple in a second so you can see how to do it, but you can do it on an individual basis using that one, email filters, or you can do it on all accounts for that domain here. Now, one thing you can do as well is to use the spam filters. Is it in here? Yeah, so you can come into here and you can then tick this box if it's not ticked, and then it will come live basically here. I can also like delete any new spam if I want, or I can just allow it to come into my mailbox marked as spam. So if I'm confident that it's not going to delete genuine email messages, I can tick that, and what will happen is, instead of it being marked as spam now, that's the top one, that will mark it as spam. This one actually deletes it. So that's your two choices. You can play with those two buttons to see what you get, but essentially, unless you tick the bottom one, it will still end up coming into your mail account. Right, so let's just say you want to not bother with the spam like global filters, just to mark it as spam. What you want to do is just say, this guy who's spamming you is saying my account has been hacked, modify password immediately. What I can do in the filters, if you come up to I'm going to do it in global, because I'm guessing that if he's got one email address, he might have more. So I'm going to create a filter, and then what you can do here is they just create rules. So let's just have a look at my email here. I could block the person's name from the from, or I could do something in the body of the message. Now this spammer here is sending it to, he's somehow got my own email address and sending it back to me. There's a technique that people use to do that, but in this case, I just think that I'm going to just show you how to filter a message based on like the body of this message. So all of the ones he's been sending me down here, see, hi, your account has recently been infected. your account is now hacked. I've used all of these to say that if they appear in any emails to this account, please just bin them. I'm going to do one more here, right? So I'm going to say up here, let's just say in the event that I fail to get Bitcoins. So I don't really do anything to do with Bitcoin, so I know that that's safe. I can put a filter name in here and just say something to do with Bitcoins. I can do subject or body. I can do contain. That one, if in the event I fail to get Bitcoins, discard message, create that filter. And that will get added to the list of other filters I've had to create to try and stop this mail account going in. This mail, or these messages going into my mail account. And you can even test it. So you can test the filter by putting in that into this message here. Test the filter. Filter match the following conditions. Yeah, so that filter's working. So you could even do generic ones in here like Viagra, I don't know, whatever else is kind of general spam stuff. Put terms in there and just create numerous amounts of filters. And that's really how you use Spam Assassin, which is part of Apache, which comes with your cPanel.